And I thank our witnesses for being here. And I'm going to ask a series of yes and no questions. So I really want you to say yes or no. I don't want to have to stop you. Mr. Quall, this committee has requested multiple times, beginning April 30, 2021, that the Department of Education provide all valuation reports conducted by FI Consulting showing the student loan program was nearly $500 billion in the red before this administration took office. Despite multiple commitments to provide this information, including by yourself in sworn testimony in front of this committee, the department still refuses to comply with Congress. I want to discuss the briefing the department provided the committee on December 17, 2021, to which department staff said they had not seen the entirety of the report and were unable to locate it at that time. Mr. Quall, yes or no, did the department have in its possession the final valuation report prepared by FI Consulting when committee staff were briefed?
Well, we are...
Yes or no?
Well, Ms. Foxx, I'm trying to provide the best answer to you that I can. We have provided a copy of the unredacted report to Congress and to GAO.
Was the staff in possession of the report at that time?
We've provided an unredacted copy of the report.
The answer is yes or no.
Well,
yes or
I'm
no?
trying to give you the best answer I can to the question.
No.
We provided.
Well, the answer should be yes, because you had it, and the staff did not tell the truth. Mr. Quall, do you take seriously the requests of Congress? Yes or no?
I do.
Do you believe that Congress should receive important information from the department, such as, for instance, the valuation reports we requested, before the department provides them to outside organizations? Yes or no?
I believe that the department has an obligation to cooperate with Congress to
yes
provide it
or no?
To provide it the information it needs to fulfill its duties.
Mr. Quall, I'm holding the final valuation report that we requested. Yes or no? Did the department provide this report to us?
We provided an unredacted copy of the report. Yeah, I believe we did provide an unredacted copy of the report to you.
Are you sure?
Well, that is my understanding.
Are you sure that the department provided an unredacted report? It's very serious, Mr. Quall. Your answer.
Well, it sounds like you may have information I don't have. That is my understanding, that we've been cooperating fully with the GAO as it studies this model. My understanding is we have provided unredacted information to you.
You might need to get better information from your staff. Did the department provide this report to the Student Legal Defense Network? Yes or no?
I don't know the answer to that question.
Okay, Mr. Quall, when did you first receive the final valuation report I'm holding? A date, please.
Well, respectfully, I'm not sure what you're holding. I think you're referring to events that happened.
That report that I said was here, from FI.
Ms. Foxx, I'm happy to try to provide whatever information it is that you need.
Okay, there'll be a follow-up then, and we'll expect a prompt response from you. Mr. Quall, the only conclusion I can draw from your refusal to provide Congress with this information is either you're incapable of understanding basic requests, or you simply don't give a damn that you're hiding the true cost of this administration's actions from the American people. Either way, it's unacceptable behavior from the top higher education policymaker in this administration. Now, Mr. Cordray and Mr. Quall, you've said a lot about your communication with servicers. However, I'd like to submit a letter for the record from the Student Loan Servicing Alliance, who states that when it comes to return to repayment, servicers have, quote, not received final written guidance on the details of the plan of action on the restart of loan payments, not yet been granted permission by FSA to communicate with borrowers about repayment, and seen net reductions in investment and servicing by an estimated $35 million. With all due respect, this department has had almost 2 years to come up with a plan to return borrowers to repayment. And what I'm hearing here is that servicers have no guidelines, no funding, and no ability to reach out to borrowers because you won't let them. At this point, it feels less like incompetence and more like an intentional ploy to break the student loan program and use servicers, Congress, and anyone but yourselves as scapegoats so you can replace it with your radical free college agenda. Mr. Quall, can you commit to taking personal responsibility if the transition to repayment does not happen smoothly? Mr. Cordray?
Yes, and we have no incentive to break the student loan system.
Are you all going to continue deflecting accountability for your action? And I'll submit this report, Mr. Chairman, for the record.
No objection.
I yield back.
No objection. Thank you so much. I'd like to recognize Mr. Courtney.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. And at the outset of my time, I just want to, again, do a quick refresher for my colleagues and some of the people listening to this hearing.